for the
Unfortunately, we don't get on.
for that moving and squatting action. We're gonna use this crank right here, man. And then we got, of course, the one you can't go wrong with, the Texas rig with the wine. But what we're gonna do here, is we're gonna retie. Look at this. You see this right here? You see how depth up that is? So imagine if I catch a big one and it gets ripped off because of that. So what we're gonna do, or what's always good to do, is when we're in a new spot, you know, fishing for a new day, it's always good just to retie so that you don't have that mistake. Just retie. We're not gonna do nothing special. We're just gonna cut it off and retie it. So we'll cut it off about right here. About right there. Get that out of there. I'm gonna pull this bopper up right here. We got our weight right here. Right, so again, this is where you test the Texas rig. I put a bopper just because I don't want this weight moving up and down too much. I want it to be still, especially in this grass. If we got too much weight, it tends to get caught in that grass. So this is how you tie a Texas rig right here. So without the bopper or with the bopper, you know what I'm saying? I have the bopper right there. And then what I like to use a uni knot. So I'm gonna tie this uni knot. So here it is, I'm gonna do a loop. I'm gonna cut right here, put in 2 fingers, and then I'm gonna pull this there. And then you get this long straight and push it all the way back. And there it is. I'm gonna cut my tag right there. And now this thing is ready to go. I'm gonna give me what I want to use right now, which is probably gonna be something red. This is what I'm gonna throw on there right now. This little plum color. And of course, this is how you Texas rig. Put it through there. Cut it through the top right there. Slide that to go. Here you want to measure at the end of this. So right there, that's where I'm gonna stick my end. And I'm gonna push it through. Now I'm gonna bury the hook, and now I have a weedless hook. Pull that weight down, pull that bopper there, and now we're ready for that. The GoPro that I have that was using on the front, I guess the speakers messed up on that GoPro, so on this video footage all you hear is like a staticky noise. So I'm gonna have to get a new GoPro, but obviously right now I just can't afford one. But what I was doing here is I was fishing towards these rocks because it was super hot, so you know the fish turn toward the rocks because it's kind of colder. And this is a tournament, so how the kayak tournament goes on this one, it's the 3 longest fish. And as you can see right here, this fish wasn't very long, so I couldn't even use it. But I've been targeting all that right there in the background. You can see like the grass sticking up. I target all those areas just because there's a lot of cover right there. So you know it's hot, fish gonna cover. Only thing about it, it wasn't as much as I thought it was gonna be. But it was also cloudy, as you can see. So you know when it's cloudy like that, and there's not too much sun, the fish starts to roam. But I was still trying target these rocks because, you know, the rocks get hotter and they get colder. They pertain more, it's cooler towards the rocks, so the fish sometimes go over there. So here I'm using that Texas rig with the ribbon-tailed worm, and we're just working it slow. I'm letting it sink. When I throw it straight to the rocks, however, you can't let it just really drop like that because you'll get caught in between those rocks. So I throw it towards the rocks. I reel it in, bounce it in a little bit, 1-2 times, and then I let it drop to the bottom. And after I let it drop to the bottom, I'm better just, you know, rocking it, you know, swinging it back and forth, making it bounce a little bit off that ground, trying to entice the fish to come bite it. There wasn't too much grass. There used to be a lot of grass right here by these rocks, but there wasn't as many as it used to be. But they also have those birds. I'm not really sure what they call them. But as you can see here, I think I got another fish on. And there it is. I think this was a good fish too. I think this was a keeper. I think I was able to use this one as a catch for the tournament. And then in the upcoming clip, I think you'll be able to see, I think it's the other version of it, like where you see the camera on my head. So we'll see. I hope you enjoy this video. And sorry about the audio. I'll try to get me a new GoPro as soon as I can. So thank you guys.
Yes, that's what we want. Yes, that's what we want. Fuck.
Yeah, so here, it's funny because I'm fishing towards this bank. Every time I get done with the day, I spend like the last hour in this area right here. And there's a lot of there's a lot of activity here. Like kids be fishing on the side where it's open, like a beach open. So there's a lot of activity here. So when I'm doing it, there's also a lot of weeds here. There's a lot of grass underneath here. You see, I'm catching one right here. I believe this is a small one. But there's a lot of grass here. So because it's so hot, the fish tend to they underneath that grass. So this is why I'm fishing towards this area. And when I fish this area, I fish it real slow. I throw my worm out there, I let it drop to the floor, and I bounce it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just bouncing it slowly all the way back towards me. Put it up, throw it out, do it again. You know what I mean? And that was the process that I was doing here. It was crazy. In this little stretch right here, I catch this fish, and I think I throw back, I pedal back to the area, and I fish. I throw right back into that little similar area, and I end up catching a pretty good nice fish. So yeah, again, I'm throwing that worm, throwing it out there towards that edge right there where you see, and then I'm letting it drop to the floor. I'm bouncing that thing and wheeling it slowly all the way towards me, and I'm repeating that process. I'm using a black and red worm because it's more in the evening of the day. I want them to be able to see that worm, and it's a ribbon tail worm. And the reason for that ribbon tail is that when you have that weight, the tip of the worm drops to the floor, and then the tail's in the air wiggling. As you can see here, you see how I'm popping it, making it go up and down. And sure enough, I catch another fish right in the center of this space right here. And it was a pretty good one. So yeah, it was a good one for the tournament, especially. There it is right there. again, what we're doing right here, same thing. We're working that tree line right there. We're throwing it over there, letting the worm drop to the ground. And as you can see, like you'll see my rod move up and down. That's me hopping it right there. And all I'm doing is slowly working it back towards the boat. Throw it back out there, let it drop, pop it, reel it, all the way back to the boat. This is what we call like finessing, like we say you gotta slow it down. This is what we're talking about right here. Throw it to the edge, let it drop, pop it, reel it, pop it, reel it. Slow work it all the way down. There's so much grass there that 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get bite. I believe I caught a little small fish right here coming up. Uh, well, it's always a good day when you're catching. This was a small one. We're hoping for a little bit bigger, but overall it was a great day. But yeah, see, there you go again. Like I said, it's just a slower approach. Sometimes you hear people saying like, "Hey, we have to slow it down." And this is what they're talking about right here. You throw that worm out there. See how it is. I'm in no hurry. I let it go. And now I'm finna start reeling in after I pop it. See, and then, you can pop it, you can drag it. I like to pop it here just because I know there's grass underneath there, and so the popping technique is better here because you weave in and out that grass. When it's a rock bottom or clay bottom, you can drag it. You just throw it out there, have your tip of your reel low, tighten up your line, and then reel, make your rod go up a little bit. So now you're dragging it, go all the way up until you can, reel it all the way back into where your rod's all the way laying down flat. Pick it up again. Now you're dragging it on the floor. Just this technique won't work that way, just because there's so much grass in there that your worm and stuff will get in there. So I like to pop it. That way it goes in and out of those of that grass. Making that worm look like it's really working in through that grass and hoping the fish bites it like it does here. So